So you can see behaviorism at work when crime media implies that exposure to violence causes violence, bad environments produce bad people, certain traits predict criminality, or that deviance is contagious. So here are the behaviors that come out of this sense of logic: profiling, stereotyping, predictive narratives, and fear based generalizations. Empathy, which is actually what we're studying this week, would completely complicate a prediction, part of the emotions that are set to the side. When we only measure, we experience a critical loss. When we only measure behavior, we lose the motivation, the context, any hint of neurodiversity, trauma, structural inequities, and emotional collapse. And we stop asking questions about what did this person who perpetrated this crime experience? What pressures were they under? What meaning did this event have? And instead, we replace it with what variable failed? What risk factor can we apply here? This is not neutral. It is, in fact, reducing people to numbers. And so there are, in fact, some ethical dilemmas here. For example, in the 1970s, Ford invented the Pinto. If you were alive in the 70s, the Ford Pinto was a great little subcompact car and kind of shaped like a pinto bean to a certain extent. And it was hugely popular, but it had this problem. And the problem was the gas tank was in the back of the car. So if you had a rear end collision, you would go boom. Well, it came out that behaviorism and positivism, they really enjoy cost benefit analysis, where we take the emotion out and we're just dealing with logic here, folks. We're just dealing with logic. Well, here's where that goes wrong. It turns out that Ford had put a value on human life when it was doing its cost benefit analysis. And if I'm remembering right, $200,000 was the value they put on a human life. And then they spread that across all the parts. So when they were deciding, should we fix this or is it not a big enough deal for us to fix it? Because obviously we don't even make cars that 100% preserve human life. So everyone is going to have some kind of way of calculating, if our product causes death, at what point do we need to? Does the risk of not fixing it become too high? And for them, human life was calculated at $200,000. Well, when the public learned this, they were really upset that human life was being reduced to a dollar amount. So, part of this dilemma when we take all the emotion out is you're taking the humanity out. It felt inhumane to people that there would be a dollar value assigned to human life. And so I guess in a way that would be my question to you. What value would you assign to human life? So think, for example, nowadays what we deal with is we have people who text and drive. And when they text and drive, they get in accidents. But we haven't eliminated cell phones, and we haven't eliminated your ability to take a call or text while you're in a car. And we could do that. We could make it where whenever that's happening, there's no way you can't. We could block it. We could do all these things, but we don't do that. Why? Because if human life is a sacred value and we're not able to put a dollar amount on it and it's absolutely sacred, then you would think that we would enact every single law to preserve human life. So why don't we do that? Well, somewhere there's a cost benefit analysis that is telling us or guiding us, or there is a cell phone lobby, or there are political reasons why this isn't happening. So, do you agree with behaviorism and positivism that there is, in fact, a financial price tag you can put on human life?